Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, dear students? This is your science period. First recite dua. Rabbi zidni ilma. Oh my Lord, increase my knowledge. Beta, open your book, page number 136. This is our page number 136 page and this is the continuation of chapter 11, dispersion of light. Yesterday we talked about the internal reflection. Now we are going to study using internal refraction. As well as being able to make diamonds sparkle, we can use total internal reflection in several other ways. One use we have studied that it is used to make diamonds sparkle. Alright. Because of total internal reflection, a prism can be made to act like a perfect mirror. It has the advantage that there is no need for a reflective coating which can corrode or peel away after time. Such prisms are used in expensive periscopes and also in some binoculars and telescopes. See, this is picture given. This periscope uses total internal reflection inside triangular prisms. Okay, periscope are used in submarine where it can be seen the light and what is happening on the surface through this periscope. Now you see that light is coming from the surface, then a prism is placed here. From the surface of prism it is not refracted but it is totally internal reflected and then comes down. Now this light here comes and here again one more prism is placed. From the surface it is again totally internal reflected and goes to the eye. Okay, so in this way I can see what is going on the surface, right? Come to the next page. Now, the second use is in optical fibers. Optical fibers are very thin, flexible glass rods. Light reflects internally the whole length of optical fiber because light always hits the sides of the fiber at an angle greater than the critical angle. This means that all the light is reflected and little energy is lost. The light emerges from the end of the fiber almost as bright as it went in. Bundles of optical fibers fixed to a spatial camera or eyepiece are used to see inside machinery and even inside the human body. Optical fibers can also carry coded signals as pulses of light from a laser. These can be changed into electrical signals at the receiving end. Nowadays, many of our telephone calls are sent down bundles of optical fibers which can carry several thousand messages at once. Now see, this is an optical fiber highly magnified and what is going on here? Light is coming in and it is hitting the surfaces at the angle greater than the critical angle. So in the result it is totally internally reflected and it is coming out. So they are saying that it is as bright as it went in. And here a use is showing fiber optics allow surgeon to look inside the human body. Okay, through inside the human body the surgeons and the doctors can see through the fiber optics. Now, in lenses. Lenses come in various shapes and sizes. The two most common types are convex and concave lenses. If you look at something close up with a convex lens, you see a magnified image. If you look through a concave lens, you can see a lot of your surroundings, but the image appears smaller than normal. A distant object appears upside down. Lenses work because light is refracted or bent when it passes from air into glass. A convex lens can converge, bring together parallel light rays after they have passed through the lens. A concave lens diverges, spreads out parallel rays of light so that they appear to come from a focal point on the other side of the lens. Turn the page. These are the working going on in convex lens and in the concave lens. Okay, this shape of lens is called concave lens while this lens is called convex lens. Each of our eyes has a natural lens which can change shape so that it can focus on near and distance objects. You are using those lenses to read this page now. Microscopes, telescopes, projectors, cameras, and magnifying glasses make use of convex lens. This one. Spectacles and contact lenses may use either convex or concave lenses depending on what is wrong with the person's eyesight. Concave lenses are used in spectacles and contact lenses for short-sighted people who cannot see through clear things clearly that are a long way away. Convex lenses are used in spectacles and contact lenses for long-sighted people who cannot see things clearly that are close to their eyes. Here the parallel rays of light, they are coming to the convex lens, and after that they are coming on one focus point. This is called the principal focus, and after that it is again going on. Now here concave lenses, parallel rays of light are coming through here, and before that here is the principal focus. They are emerging in different directions through the concave lens. All right, so this is the distance between the principal focus and the concave lens, and here this is a distance between the convex lens and the principal focus. So you can see in case of convex lens, principal focus is being formed after the lens, and here the concave lens principal focus is being made before the concave lens placed. Alright, I hope you understood the topics. Read these pages again. Take care of yourself. Jazakallahu khairan kasira. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.